Science Cat. Today I will tell you about atomic theory. In my lecture, I'm not only tell you about the atomic theory but also much detail about the theory, its type, its models, its scientists and everything. In this video, you not only understand but also get much knowledge and you are able to write much more things by yourself on atomic theory topic. First, I give you a small agenda about the atomic theory. It has 5 models which are given you. First is solid sphere model, second is thumb pudding model, third is nuclear model, 4 is planetary model, 5 is quantum model. I give you a quick atomic theory timeline. The study on atom start much more time below than it is, and first model is given in 1803 after much researches on atom. First model is solid sphere model, as I told you before. First model is given by John Dalton. He has done much researches on atom. He said that atoms are dense and solid with no internal structure or subatomic particles considered. He shows the structure of atom like a ball in which no further material is present. It is only present in like ball form and it is not further dividable. Next, the study occur and more knowledge come, more searches occur, and then in 1897 a new scientist come, J.J. Thomson. He gives us about a new model, a new timeline theory, which is plum pudding theory. He said that atoms are described as uniform positive charged spheres with electrons embedded within them, similar to resin. It also another name of electron in a pudding. As you see in the diagram which is given in upper, in this a ball-like structure in which the positive charge and the negative charge in orange spheres are shown. He said that the positive charge and negative charge are combined form present in the nucleus. And when time passes and more searches occur, in 1911 a new scientist come known as Ernest Rutherford. He gave us the nuclear model. According to his theory, he said that atom consists of a small, dense, positively charged nucleus at the center with electrons orbiting around it, similar to planet orbiting around the sun. He said that a small ball-like structure is present in the center and electrons in oval form present in the orbit and revolve around the nucleus as the planets revolve around the sun. He shows us the structure of atom like the solar system. Next, studies occur and more researches occur in 1913. Niels Bohr come. He gave us planetary model. He said that electrons move in quantized discrete energy levels around the nucleus and emit or absorb energy when transitioning between levels. According to his theory, as you see in the diagram, he said that a ball-like structure is present in center and a fixed orbit are present around the nucleus. First orbit small, then large subshell and then larger subshell. Is when electrons are present in fixed orbit, it can't move above and below. When energy comes and strike with electron, the energy of electron increases and now it has larger energy. It gain the energy and move to the upper energy level. When it comes back to the same energy level, energy release and light shows. In this way, electrons are present in discrete energy level and absorb and emit energy when transitioning occurs. In 1920s, Erwin Schrödinger come. He gave us a new model of atom which is known as quantum model. Electrons don't have definite orbit but are described by wave function that represent probability distribution of their location. Electrons are present anywhere in the atom. They don't have fixed orbit. Electrons don't move in fixed orbit, rather than they are moved in wave-like form around the nucleus. Next, I gave you a brief explanation about the theories and their scientists. First, I tell you about the John Dalton. Who is John Dalton? And when he is born, when he died, and his theory, his study, I give you much explanation. John Dalton is born in 1766 in the mid of 17th century and died in 1844. He is British chemist and physicist. He proposed the solid sphere theory in the early 19th century. His model is solid sphere model. Shifted from philosophical ideas to scientific theory. First, he was philosophical scientist and then his thinking diverted toward the scientific theories and models. First, atomic model based on experimental evidences and quantitative observations paved the way for the development of modern atomic theory. Basically, his model not authentic, but this model helped us in many researches, in experimental theories and in other researches. What is his model? His model is solid sphere model. It is the first model of atomic theory. theory given in 1803. Let us see the model of solid sphere given by John Dalton. According to his theory, atoms are tiny balls that can't be broken and are all made of same material. This theory explains how different chemicals mix together and what makes them different. Basically, he tells us that the atoms are present in condensed form like a ball. He don't explain the particles are present in it or not. He don't give a brief review of atom. He only tells us that the atom has a ball-like structure only and how chemical reactions occur and how they are different from them. This model has some limitations. In first, he couldn't explain differences in atomic mass within an element. His model don't explain the atomic mass. Basically, what is atomic mass? Atomic mass is the number of protons and isotopes are different to each other according to the differences in the number of protons. So in this way, his model don't explain the differences in atomic mass within an element, and in this way, his model don't explain the concept of isotope. Don't account for the presence of subatomic particles like proton, neutrons, and electrons. As I tell you before, couldn't explain the behavior of atoms in chemical reaction. He only explains how chemical reaction mix together, but don't explain the theory and behavior of atom in chemical reaction. His model don't have much explanation and much perfection. Then researches occur and a new scientist come known as Thomson. He born in 1856 and died in 1940. I tell you his biography. He is an English physicist known for his work on the nature of electrons. He proposed the Plum pudding model in the late 19th century. Now I tell you about his discoveries. I tell you about the discoveries which are given by J. Thomson. He discovered electrons as distinct particles. He said that electrons are particles. He also gives us the concept shifted understanding from indivisible atom to subatomic particles, paved the way for further exploration of atomic structure. His theory is Plum pudding model. This is the second model theory of atomic theory given in 1897. According to this theory, atoms are like plum pudding, tiny positive charges scattered throughout a cloud of negative charge. This theory helps explain why atoms have a neutral charge overall and why they emit light when they collide with each other. As you see in the diagram which are given below, in which a nucleus is small ball-like structure in which positive charges and negative charges are together present in the nucleus structure like a pudding in which everything is present in the small structure. How light emits in the structure when collide with each other. This structure also has some limitation. This model couldn't explain why electrons didn't collapse into the positive charge when he said that the positive and negative charges are present together and why there is no collapse in the positive and negative charges. This model also failed to predict the distribution and arrangement of electrons when proton and electron are present in the same structure, then how they are distributed and how they are arranged in the nucleus. This model couldn't explain this. This model also lacked explanation for the nucleus and its positive charge. He only tells us that the electron also present with proton in the nucleus, but not explain the behavior and not explain the nucleus and positive charge. In this way, new scientist come known as Ernest Rutherford. He born in 1871 and died in 1937. He is born in New Zealand. He is physicist known for his contribution to nuclear physics. He is a physicist. He introduced nuclear model in 20th century. There are some discoveries of Rutherford. He tells us the first model to a purpose a central massive nucleus. He explained the behavior of positive charge alpha particle in the gold foil experiment. He also laid the groundwork for understanding atomic structure and radioactivity. His model is nuclear model. This is the third atomic theory which is given in 1911. According to this theory, a nucleus with a positive charge and most of this mass surrounded by a electron that orbit like planet. It explains why particles can pass through or bounce off atom and the basis of our current understanding of atomic structure. As you see in the diagram, nucleus is present in center. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus in the fixed orbit like a planet revolve around the nucleus, but they are present in the fixed orbit shape. This model also has some limitation. This model don't explain the stability of nucleus against electrostatic repulsion. The electrons are present in the orbit but his model don't explain the electrostatic repulsion. Electrostatic repulsion is present between the electron and the nucleus in between the positive and negative charges. This model don't explain the stability of nucleus against electrostatic repulsion. This model lacked explain the electron orbit and energy levels. Don't incorporate the principles of quantum mechanics. Next, a new scientist known as Niels Bohr. He born in 1885 and in 1962 and he died in 1962. He is Danish physicist known for his pioneering work in atomic structure, proposed the Planetary model in the early 20th century. He explained atomic spectra with precision, introduced the concept of quantized energy level. He said that electrons are evolved in quantized form in a small packet of energy. bridged classical physics with emerging quantum mechanics. He turned the point of classical physics into the quantum mechanics. He related the physics and classical physics to the quantum physics. He gave us the planetary model, which is given in 1913. According to his model, electrons orbit the nucleus of an atom in specific energy levels or shells. This theory helped explain why atoms emit light, why they absorb certain colors of light. It also helped explain the stability of atom, why they don't fall apart. According to his model, nucleus is present in center and electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a fixed orbit. He also explained the behavior of electron. When light is absorbed by the electron, its energy is increased. It moves to the second shell, and when it moves back to the previous shell, it releases energy. In this way, the electron releases energy. But this model also has some limitations. It limits to explain the hydrogen atom. When he says that electrons are revolving around the nucleus, it absorbs and releases the energy. But this model couldn't explain the model of hydrogen, couldn't explain for the behavior of multi-electron atom when more than one electrons are present, and it also don't explain the wave-like nature of the electron when electrons are not moving in fixed orbit but they have wave-like nature, they are particles. This concept is not explained by Niels Bohr. Next, then a new scientist comes known as Erwin Schrödinger. He born in 1887 and died in 1931. He is Austrian physicist renowned for his contribution to quantum mechanics. He proposed the quantum model in 1920s. Quantum mechanics provide a comprehensive understanding of electron behavior. Quantum means packet. An electron has small packet of energy and it has wave-like character. This is given by Schrödinger. Schrödinger model successfully explains multi-electron atoms. Quantum mechanics is the foundation of modern atomic theory. This is the fifth model of atomic theory known as quantum model, is given in 1920. According to this theory, electron exists as a probable wave-like pattern around the nucleus. It is a small quanta. Quantum in packets, and packet has small amount of energy, not in a specific orbit. It explains why electrons act like particle and wave, and is the foundation of our understanding of atomic theory and atomic structures, and widely used in modern physics. He said that electrons not present in fixed orbit but have a small packet of energy and move in a wave-like motion around the nucleus in wave-like pattern, not in a fixed orbit. His theory helps us in modern physics. It also has some limitation. This model can't give us mathematical complexity of the model of electron, of nucleus, of proton. Require advanced mathematics to calculate electron probabilities. This model itself have no mathematical complexity, but it also gives us much knowledge which is help us to calculate the electron probability, but it don't explain anything. Don't provide a simple visual representation of atomic structure as given by the planetary model, quantum model, nuclear model, Plum pudding, but it itself has no small model structure. These are the 5 theories which are given by different scientists after some passage of time and after discoveries, their researches, and these are 5 models. Every model has its own benefits and its own disadvantages, its own limitation and its own specificities. Now to get much knowledge about the 5 models, now it's time to test your knowledge of atomic theory. First, I give you a quick review about the 5 models. In first model, the scientists tell you that atom is a small ball-like structure. It has no internal structures and subatomic particles. Second model tell you that the electron and protons are present in the same nucleus. Next, nucleus is present in center and electrons are revolve around the nucleus in a fixed orbit in the same shape. But next, Niels Bohr said that electrons are present in small energy level, then in large energy level, then in larger energy level around the nucleus in a fixed orbit. Next, Erwin Schrödinger said that electrons are present in a particle and it has particle wave-like motion and not present in fixed orbit. Now I take your test. How much knowledge you get about the atomic theory? First, I ask a question. If atoms are solid sphere, what would happen if you try to cut one in half? If you cut the atom in center, what would occur? Is electron is divided into 2 equal parts? Is nucleus is divided into 2 equal parts? Can atom is divided into equal parts or not? If you know the answer, type your answer comment. Now I give you the answer. In the solid sphere model, atoms were believed to be indivisible, so you couldn't actually cut one in half. It was thought that atoms were the smallest fundamental building block matter. According to the solid sphere model, atom is only like a ball form. If you see, according to this model, it has no particle-like matter in the atom and it is the smallest and you can't see. It is the building block of matter. But the answer is you don't cut atom into half. Then second question, it is related about the Plum pudding model. How would you describe the distribution of radiation electron in this atomic model? If you know the answer, type your answer, type your response here or type your response in comment. I give you the answer. In Plum pudding model, the electron or radiation were thought to be scattered throughout the positive Plum pudding atom. So the distribution of electrons were assumed to be relatively uniform within the atom. The electrons are only present in the atom as the protons are scattered. In the same way, electrons are scattered in the atom like a pudding. I hope you know the meaning of pudding, in which the electron and proton are present same in the atom but are in scattered form. Next, a third question. What did Rutherford gold foil experiment reveal about the atomic nucleus? In this question, you tell me about a experiment which is done by Rutherford gold foil atomic nucleus. If you know the answer, type your answer here. Otherwise, I give you the answer. According to the Rutherford gold foil experiment, revealed that most of the atom mass is concentrated in a small, positively charged nucleus at the center. This theory overturned the idea of a uniformly distributed positive charge. According to this theory, when Rutherford performed the experiment, he passed the radiation through a gold foil. What he saw? He saw that some radiations pass straight, some radiations slightly bent, some radiations more bent, and some radiations come back. What results occurred? A small, hard material is present in the center, and its surroundings also has some particles which bend the rays, and the nucleus itself bend the rays and move back the rays. This theory tells us that the small, hard material is present in the center, which is known as nucleus. Then the fourth question. Why might electron be compared to planet in a solar system within Bohr's model? If you know the answer, type the answer here. I understand you the question. If the atom is like planet in a solar system in Bohr model, why the electron are compared to planets in a solar system? If you know the answer, type your answer here. In otherwise, I give you the answer. Bohr planetary model drew an analogy between electrons orbiting the nucleus and planet orbiting the sun. It has both the same thing. It simplifies the complex behavior of electrons, suggesting they had quantized energy levels like planet have orbit. If you see in the diagram, the nucleus is present in center like the sun, and electrons are revolving around the nucleus like the planet revolving around the sun as Earth, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, and others. In this way, electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a fixed orbit like the planet move around the sun. I hope this lecture gives you much knowledge about the theories and also much questions according to the atomic theories, and thanks for playing chemistry with me. If you like my videos, subscribe my channel.